Do it again, one more time.
Hey everybody, welcome aboard the MV Global Mercy. Welcome to Sierra Leone and welcome to the first installment of our video log here. I'm just going to talk basically a little bit about where we are and how we got here and what we're doing. So as many of you know, my name's Will. I'm a radiology tech and I'm here aboard the world's largest civilian hospital ship with my wife Rory and daughter Goldie, and we are here basically to help deliver surgery to the people of Sierra Leone. We're working with this organization called Mercy Ships, and Mercy Ships operates the world's two largest civilian hospital ships, the Global Mercy, which I'm on right now, and the Africa Mercy, which I've been on twice in the past. And with those two ships, Mercy Ships delivers free, safe surgery to people in the developing world who may not have access to that, as well as delivering surgical training to healthcare professionals in the countries they visit. We bring them aboard and help do training to basically lift up the surgical capacity in the nations that we're visiting. It's a really cool organization, a really forward-looking organization. So we're thrilled to be on board here, and what have we been doing so far? So Mercy Ships does a broad range of a bunch of different types of surgeries, but the main surgery we've been doing this week is orthopedic surgery. Orthopedic means bone surgery, and the focus of our orthopedic block here so far in Sierra Leone has been lower limb deformities, which are often a disease of poverty. So kids who are malnourished, their bones don't grow properly, and their legs tend to either bow outwards or inwards, sometimes one combination of either or the other. So obviously that affects posture, that affects your ability to walk properly, and ultimately it can be very disabling in the future. So we're basically here fixing kids' legs that are not straight, and we're straightening them out so that kids can live a normal life, which is a bit of an oversimplification, but it's a really, really cool thing to be a part of. So this particular time of year is a great time to be here too, because we just started this orthopedic surgery block like the start of January. So the first couple of weeks I've been here, I've done a bunch of pre-operative x-rays on kids just coming on board the ship for the first time. I've been in the OR a few times doing imaging during the operations, and then we're going to see some follow-up x-rays over the next few months, because obviously it's a pretty major surgery and a lot of these kids have like casts for a long time and pins that need to be taken out and stuff like that, and it's a long process. Like, there's a lot of rehabilitation involved. So I'm really lucky. I'm going to be here for 3.5 months. I'm going to get to see kind of the whole process here, which is really rewarding. In the past, I was on the Africa Mercy in Cameroon, and I was there at the end of the orthopedic block, so I did get to see like a lot of the feel good, like, you know, kids that are really able to walk properly again and send them off with smiles on their faces, but I didn't really see the whole process. So this time I get to see the whole process, which I'm really excited about. We're also doing a lot of maxillofacial surgery right now. So that's basically facial reconstructive surgery for patients who, again, have diseases of poverty, often related to poor dental hygiene, lack of access to dental care, and malnutrition. So lots of kind of deforming facial tumors and stuff that have been removed. They've had reconstructive surgery, and again, it's a long process. There's a lot of imaging involved. So myself and 2 other radiology techs on board here, we have a CT scanner that we run, we have an x-ray machine, we have a portable x-ray machine that we can take around to the wards for patients that can't come to us, and we also have what's called a C-arm, which is basically like a live video x-ray machine that we can use in the operating room to do x-rays while the surgeons are performing surgery. And finally, we have an OPG, or a Panorex. It's the spinny around dental x-ray thing that you've probably had at the dental office. So again, that's really useful for the maxillofacial stuff. So yeah, it's been a busy week. It's been a really, really great week to kind of get my feet wet and see what it's all about here on the Global Mercy. First impressions of the ship, really just like, it's on a totally different scale to the Africa Mercy. Both like amazing things that both are doing, both very well equipped. But the Global Mercy, we've kind of been blown out of the water by the facilities here and the capacity to bring hope and healing, which is Mercy Ships' motto. But yeah, it's real, you know, it's a really, really well equipped facility. It's really, really cool to be a part of. Sorry if I've said that 100 times. So anyway, that's what we're doing. And how do we get here? Where are we actually at? So we're in Freetown, Sierra Leone. We left our home in Halifax December 28th. The adventure is starting.
Say hi.
Say hi to the vlogmasses. It feels like such a huge weight off to be ready to actually travel and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I've had a hard time focusing on the actual trip ahead because we've just been so busy with getting our house ready and stuff. But we worked right down to the line and Made it to the
Here
airport
we
on
are.
time. We're
We
half
feel
an hour
really light
delayed,
now.
but hopefully no longer than that. First flights to Montreal. Hopefully she sleeps on the flight to Brussels.
Fingers crossed.
Traveled for about 24 hours. We were really, really lucky with the traveling. Like I've never really traveled with an infant before. This is our first big trip since we've had our daughter. She's 9 months old and she did amazingly. Like we did a 2-hour flight to Montreal, then 7 hours overnight across the Atlantic, and she slept most of that flight, which was perfect. And then 7 hours from Brussels down to Freetown, Sierra Leone, which, you know, she was up and down, but she was very, very content. Whoa. Is that fun? Are you just happy that the whole plane is wiggling? Yeah.
This is what I've been trying to do for the last 6 hours.
Yeah. Whoa. Finally, the pilot got the message that I want to be jiggled. Honestly, couldn't ask for a better travel experience. So yeah, we were really, really lucky. Anyway, when we landed in Freetown, we kind of were like, yay, we made it, we're finally here. But we actually had to like get off the plane, get our luggage, get on a bus, take the bus down to this little boat terminal that had like a long walkway out into the dark water in the night. And then we got on this little boat, did a really, really quick, bumpy boat ride. It was about 30 minutes across this big, huge estuary that separates Freetown from the airport. And then arrived in Freetown, took a Mercy Ships vehicle, picked us up there, and then drove another half hour or so and arrived at the ship. So by the time we got on board, we were pretty knackered. It was a long day and a bit of traveling, but we were very, very fortunate and didn't pick anything up on the plane. Goldie did really, really well. Came here and just got a really good night's sleep, so absolutely no complaints from that front, which is great. And yeah, we've really, really settled into the community here. Like, it's so welcoming. There's quite a few families on board. There's an academy here, like a school for all ages of kids. There's about 60 kids. And there's families that are like living on board mostly for a year or 2 years at a time. So they're pretty much here for the whole field service, and their parents could be working in the hospital, or they could be engineers, or they could be mariners. There's all kinds of different people here. You've got to run a whole ship and a whole community. You've got to keep people fed. It's all right here. So, you know, it's a community. It has everything, which is amazing. And Goldie in particular has been a big hit. She's very, very popular with all the kids on board. So yeah, it's been fun. We've been really welcomed, and we're really, really grateful for it. And we also are extremely grateful for the send-off that we had in Halifax. So, I mean, the headline item here is thank you to everyone that sent us off in Halifax, because we reached our donation goal of $8,000. So we're here as volunteers, and we fundraised basically so that we could have our flights and our vaccinations and all of that stuff paid for, and we've hit the number we needed to hit to make that happen. So we've actually blown past that number. So I've just been like absolutely amazed by the support we had from home, all of my colleagues at work, friends and family, our community at Aurora. Yeah, it's just been amazing. And if you're one of the people that donated on our Mercy Ships fundraising page, it's all anonymous. Even if you put in your email and typed a message and all of that stuff, like, we do not see any of that because of Canada's donation laws. So we have no idea where all the different donations came from. We just know that we were like totally overwhelmed with the generosity, and we're extremely grateful. So yeah, stay tuned, because there's lots of people who've had different questions. I'll do a tour of the radiology department to show you guys kind of what my workflow looks like. I'll do a tour of the cabin, because we've had tons of questions about like, what's it like living on a ship with a baby and all of this stuff. I'll probably do like a tour of the general tour of the ship, just to show you guys like the facilities. And we're definitely going to do some kind of excursions and stuff out into the country. So I'll show you more of Sierra Leone, more of Freetown. There's tons to see here. It's Africa. There's the whole world beyond my window right there. We actually have a really cool view of Freetown in the daytime too. So I'm going to show it to you all. Stay tuned, and thanks for coming along, and thanks for sending us here if you helped, because like I said, we're overwhelmed. So we're really grateful, and we'll see you soon.